We're going to continue dividing polynomials and dividing polynomials by a binomial. But this time we're going to do several of these where we're going to use another type of division algorithm called synthetic division. And I have found that most students seem to prefer this one once they get mastery of it. There's some cases where I like long division better than synthetic division, but certainly in cases like we're getting ready to work, synthetic division works pretty well. Now, so we got 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 15, and we're asked to divide that by x plus 3. And so here's our setup. I'm going to draw a little partial box. And I'm going to use the inverse of this constant out here in this binomial. So this is x plus 3. I'm going to put negative 3 in the box. That's important that I change that sign. And then I'm just going to write the coefficients of this polynomial. So I've got 2, 3, negative 4, and 15. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to bring down the 2. And now I'm just going to multiply and then add. So let's see. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 4 plus 9 is 5. And negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. That's my last term. I'm going to draw another little partial box. 15 minus 15 is 0, and that's telling me in this case I've got a 0 remainder. Now how do I express my answer? So I've got coefficients here of 2, negative 3, and 5 right here. And this is what we would call a depressed polynomial. So as I write this, I'm going to write this beginning with one less exponent than where I started. So this, my answer then is going to be 2x squared. And I'm just going to write with exponents in descending order, minus 3x plus 5. And that's my answer. And I could go back and prove that by multiplying 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 times x plus 3. And if I did so, I'm not going to do that in this video because it would take too long. I'd get 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 15. Shall we do one more? We will. All right, here we got 3x cubed minus 8x squared plus 11x minus 14 divided by x minus 2. And the first thing I want to do really, as I begin to set this up, and I'm going to draw my box, I'm going to change the sign of that negative 2 to positive 2. And I want to make sure that all of my exponentials are accounted for in descending order. So here I have cubed, squared, x to the first, then my constant. That all looks good. You'll know why that's important here in the next problem we're going to work. And then I'm going to write my coefficients. 3, negative 8, 11, negative 14. Draw my line, bring down the 3, and now we start multiplying and adding. So 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 8 plus 6 is negative 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 11 minus 4 is 7. And 2 times 7 is 14. I'm at the end of here. I'm going to draw my little box for whether I have a remainder or not. In this case, I do not, because negative 14 plus 14 gives me 0. I've got this depressed polynomial. I started out with a cubed here. So my answer then is going to be expressed as 3x squared minus 2x plus 7. And that is the quotient of 3x cubed minus 8x squared plus 11x minus 14 divided by x minus 2. All right, let's look at another one. We got a couple of little wrinkles in this, differing from what the first two that we did. All right, so here I got 4a to the fourth plus 2a squared minus 4a plus 12. That's going to be divided by a minus 2. And so I'm going to start off the same way. I got this plus 2. I'm going to put negative 2 in the box. And I'm going to start to write my coefficients. So I've got a 4a to the fourth. But I don't have an a cubed. And I've got to account for that by substituting in 0 for the coefficient of a cubed. I don't have an a cubed. I got 0 a cubed, so my coefficient is 0. And then I've got positive 2a squared, so I'm going to put a 2. I got negative 4a, so I got negative 4. And my constant is positive 12. I got 12 here, draw a line, bring down the 4. And we're going to start to continue the same way. So let's see, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. 0 negative 8 is negative 8. Negative 2 times negative 8 is 16. 2 plus 16 is 18. And let's see what we got here. Negative 2 times 18 is negative 36. Negative 4 and negative 36 is negative 40. And negative 2 times negative 40 is positive 80. I'm going to draw my box because guess what? I got a remainder. 12 plus 80 is 92. And now I'm ready to write this as a depressed polynomial. So remember up here I started off with the fourth. Raised to the fourth power. Therefore my depressed polynomial is going to start with cubed. So I got 4a cubed minus 8a squared plus 18a minus 40 plus 92. That's a 9. Let me write that a little better. 92 over my original divisor, a plus 2. Shazam. All right, remember, it's important. You got to check your exponentials in descending order. And if you don't have one, which we didn't have a cubed in this case, you substitute it in with a 0 as you're writing your coefficients to perform your synthetic division operation. Let's do one last one, whether you want to or not. All right, so here we got 6b to the fourth minus 8b cubed plus 12b minus 14. We're dividing that by b minus 2. I'm going to draw my box. I'm going to change that negative 2 to a positive 2. Then I'm going to write 6b to the fourth, negative 8b cubed. I don't have a b squared. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to substitute in 0. And then we got plus 12b, so I got the coefficient of 12. And then my constant is negative 14. Draw my line, bring down the 6, and let's begin. 2 times 6 is 12. Negative 8 plus 12 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 12 plus 16 is 28. 2 times 28 is 56. Draw my box. And I got 14 plus 56. I believe that's going to give me 42. All right, now I'm ready. So we started here with the fourth power. So I've got my depressed polynomial then is 6b cubed plus 4b squared plus 8b plus 28 plus my remainder of 42 over b minus 2. Dividing polynomials by a binomial using synthetic division, being careful to make sure that I account for all my exponents in descending order. If I find that in my dividend I'm missing an exponential, I got to substitute in 0 for that missing term. Practice, 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 practice.